This right here is the Volkswagen T-Cross. This is the SUV that Volkswagen sells the most here in Brazil, and today I'm gonna show you why, or not. Although it's not a big SUV, it has a lot of internal space, and Volkswagen call it a SUV, but it doesn't have all-wheel traction, just here on the front, and only a 1.5 liter engine, but with turbo. And today I'm gonna show you all about this car. Let's talk about the trunk, the internal space, the sunroof, the motor, and take it on the driveway to do a nothing to 60 to see what it's all about. And there's no way better to start this video talk about the front end, or like we say here in Brazil, the fronteira of this car. It's like a big chin, right? And the full LED here gives a little more attraction to it. But let's talk about what matters, the engine. And when you open up here, you get access to 1.4 liter. Yeah, just that 4-cylinder, but it has a turbo, which helps a lot. It's a kind of peppy car, you know. You have cloth here and only a stick. Really? Come on, Volkswagen. Well, if you like to put your hand in another stick, there you go. I don't like it at all. We have 150 horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque at only 1.5 RPM. It's okay, I mean, it's not a V8, but it's okay because it's not a very heavy car. A little bit less than 1,300 kilos, which gives like a ratio expect horsepower to weight of 8.6, which is what do nothing to 60, what Volkswagen claims, 8.70 to 60. It runs on gasoline and with ethanol that we have here in Brazil. Not stunning, but for the side of the car, it's okay. And finally, we are on the back of the T-Cross. We Brazilians love a back like that. Baby got a back. I really love it. I love it how the tail lights here, all integrated LED, very cool, very nice. It has a little shelf here. I don't get it why, but that's okay. When you open up, no electric. When you open up, you have access to the boot. That's 420 liters. You can store here like maybe 3, maybe 4 booties. You know, capiche? Yeah, that's it. We don't have independent suspension, although we have a spare. It's a little smaller than the wheels here with disco brakes all around it. If you want more space, you got 2 options. The first one, you can fold the bench and you have maybe 1,000 or something liters. If you use a tape to measure, it's like 1.5 meters here, a lot of space. Yeah. If you want to use a trick, you have a little thing here. If you use it, the bench will go a little further. You know, have a little more space here, but the cost of the passengers on the back, not go that, you go that. Not so comfortable, but if you need it, you got it. Speaking of the back, let's talk about the back seats. You have 3 space, all the airbags, that's great, and you have a lot of space here. You have a sunroof, that's great. It opens up here on the front. The very bad thing about Volkswagen, especially here on Brazil, is 2 things. First of all, you don't have the grab handles here, like we say in Brazil, alça PQP. No, there's not. That's a shame. And second of all, the cheap plastic. It's so cheap that I won't say plastic. I will say plastic. I don't deserve it to me to speak right. Very cheap plastic. It's a shame. You know, you have leather here. I give you that. And, oh, that's a good look in Portuguese, in Brazil. The windows go all the way down and it's automatic. Oh, I made a mess here. nasty. But if you see the size of this car, the space is very, very good. As you can see, this bench is adjusted for me. I have 183 centimeters, and look at that. You have like a Rocco here, you know? You can put the seat, the foot here, not a lot of central here, air vents, 2 USB-Cs. This bench is all the way on the front, and look at that. I mean, look at that. It's very big. That's what she said. I can cross my legs and I still have like 3 fingers. It's very spacious. I give you that. Finally, here on the front, we have a lot of things here that Volkswagen do well. Another thing, not so much. I mean, all cheap plastic here. It's a shame. But Volkswagen put like a little leather strip here with the stitches and this black piano. But cheap plastic is here back once again. The steering wheel is all leather. We have adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist. I will show you that in a minute. And you have to change gears here. We have a 6-speed automatic. We have auto beam lights. We have automatic here mirror and automatic cleaning windshields. Here, plastic once again. We have a little cloth here. I hate all this noise this car does. I have a little cloth here and a little leather here. We have a rubber here. I can do this and the mirror will fold. I have a blind spot here and I have this little light here when I turn my signal. The seat is comfortable enough, but only manual adjustment. And when you see the price of this car, I'll tell you in a minute, but remember, I don't have fault on that. The steering wheel, I can do all adjustment, and the adaptive cruise control is not the best kind, you know? If the car on the front stops, this will not go to a full stop. It reduces about 15 kilometers and tells you to take control once again. It's a shame, you know. Here we have a little infotainment screen. It works very fast. That's a good thing. But 2 things here. The first one that's good, we have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, all wireless. I have my wire here because I need to charge my phone. But everything is stuck here. Even if I want to change volume, okay, I'm the driver, I can do like this in the steering wheel. But if the passenger wants to change the volume, first of all, I have to click here to the menu pop up, then I can adjust it. I mean, it's a shame, you know. If I want to turn off the traction control, I have to do it here. So as a lot of other things, if I want to change, I have to do right here. I give you an example. This car have like a lot of driving modes. If I wanted to change those, I have to go here, here, here. Then I can select Eco mode, normal, sport, or individual. Then I can choose like the transmission, the steering wheel, the air conditioner, and the adaptive cruise control. All here. If I want to see off-road, I don't know why, but there's there. If I want to change like the traction control, I have to go here, car, and here, and here. I mean, look over here. Look how many blank spots, you know? I can use one or 2 buttons here, but I don't, unfortunately. I mean, I have here a lot of things that's cool, you know. If I want to change the climate control, I can change through here. I don't like to change to here, no problem. I have here, I'm a particular fan of this kind of sliding button, you know. I'm an old guy, you know, but I have here, I don't need to use here, and I have park assist here, which is great because it parks the car for me. If your name is not Peter, you can use that, you know, you get it, Peter Park. No, it's okay, it's okay. I have a backup camera, the quality is not so good, and I have the sensor on the front and in the back. Here are the climate control, what I told you about. I have a little space here. If you can hide your mister's phone here if you want. To talk about the phone, I have here a wireless charger here for my mobile device, which is great. A little 12 volts here, and the button to start or turn off the car. The shifting gear, if I turn all the way down, goes to sport mode, which is great. I have a little handbrake like normal one, you know, for this price should be electronic, like a little chubs here to cup or something, all in the cheap plastic, you know. And I have here that I can adjust the way I want it, which is great. Like I said, we have a little sunroof. If I press the button, opens automatic. It's great, you know. Let a little breeze. It closes automatic too. And yes, we have like a little cloth. Let me show you. If I press this button, so you don't have to endure the hot sun on your forehead, you know. It's necessary, especially if you live in a country as hot as Brazil. Let's talk about one of the great things for me of this car and of the Volkswagen, which is the clutch cluster. It's very configurable, you know. This thing is fixed, this thing is fixed, like the temperature of the car and the fuel gauge. Here I have a RPM, a speedometer here. It's funny because the card they use to symbolize that he can read the car on the front on the adaptive cruise control, it's a Golf. Not a T-Cross, but it's a Golf. I can change the things around here, and at any moment I can press this button View that amplifies what I select or give me like that. If I put it on the side, give me information about audio if I listen to something, the telephone, something's wrong or not with the vehicle. Oh, here is a T-Cross. That's funny, you know. I can push on the side and give me like informations like fuel consumption, ETA, speed, you know. I can put like a digital speed here too, and I can do this once again. I mean, it's very complete. It doesn't have anymore the maps. They used to have, but not anymore, unfortunately. One thing that I like too, the seat belt here have a little adjustment, which is great if you are a tall person, or not if you are a small person. Let's take this on the trip. Let's cruise around town and let's go on the road to Florida. Let's go. Let's go. So what is like to drive this T-Cross? Well, it's okay. I mean, it's very, very better, way better than the 1 liter version of this car, because this car is heavy, you know. And this 1.5 liter, it's very good here in the city. I mean, I wish the adaptive cruise control was the best kind, you know, who fully stops the vehicle. This would help very much here on the city, because here where I live in São Paulo, the biggest city of Brazil, we have a very heavy traffic. But it does that, you see. When it slows down, it takes it makes this noise like you take control now. I will not do anything for you. So that's it. I mean, I wish not so many plastic here, you know. This is an expensive car. It's around 33,000 USD, so very expensive. Hey man, with this money I can buy a Mustang here in the US. Okay, you can, but this is not US, this is Brazil. Like Vin Diesel once said, this is Brazil. Cars are expensive as F here, unfortunately. But it's a nice car. I mean, what can I say? The materials are very poorly chosen for this price range, you know. This one in front of us, The Nivus is a step below this car, and the quality is the same. The Polo is the entry-level car of the Volkswagen Group here in Brazil, and the quality is the same. I mean, I'm paying like 2 times more, sometimes 3 times more than a Polo, and I have the same quality here. Okay, I have a better quality here and there, but come on. I think I deserve more for my money, you know? It's good for driving. I mean, it's got a nice ground clearance, so I can face these holes here like it was nothing. It's not 4-wheel drive. We don't have the available in neither version of this car here in Brazil, neither one on the Taos that we have here. Which is funny because if you get this car fully spec'd like this one, the price is more expensive than the Taos, which is a bigger car, you know, one step above of this car. I don't get it. I mean, everything I need to do with infotainment, and I have a lot of buttons that does nothing here. I mean, what this is about, you know? But here in the city, it rides okay. I mean, if this car was cheaper, I will be okay with all the faults that I have. But it's not cheaper. It's not cheap. Not at all. Let's go on the road. There we go, folks, here on the highway. How about it? The new T-Cross. It's okay. I mean, it's not a great engine, but among his concurrent, okay, it's doing. Hardly, but it's doing. That's what she said. Is this the best in class? No, it's not. But it's a strong among the others. I mean, it has a very big spacious here. You can see 3 adults in the back. You got a all right boot or trunk. This motor 1.5 liter turbo, it's okay. I mean, it's great on fuel consumption, and it's okay for speeding. I mean, you can't see a 1.5 liter and turbo and expect that, like, oh, it's gonna run, it's gonna smoke tires like a Mustang. Of course not. Come on, man. Don't be stupid, you know? But it's okay car. I mean, it gets the job done. Way better than the 1 liter version of this car. The problem is it's too expensive. I mean, I talk about this a lot here in the channel, how Brazilian cars are a lot expensive. A lot. That's true, man. I mean, if you compare using dollars, you can buy a lot of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Brazil, I love my country, I love living here, but the cars are expensive. The cars in Brazil are like mangoes in Japan. You know, every country has one thing that is too expensive. Here in Brazil are the cars. Too bad. What about fuel mileage? I mean, we're talking about 10.5 kilometers per liter in the city and 15 on the highway. For a car that's below 10 seconds, nothing to 60, it's not bad at all. Let's do this then. Almost 9 seconds, a little bit more that Volkswagen claims, but not so bad, not so good, you know? So that's the Volkswagen T-Cross. There's a lot of this car that I really enjoy. The engine is one of these things. The other not so good, like the cheap plastic, but it's a good car. Too bad it's too expensive.